Willie D live.
What's up, family? A DC grandmother, defended Trump at the White House for a Black History reception. Yeah, fam, she said, get off his back, let the man do his job. And she also warned all of y'all, don't be talking about her when you see it on the news. Yeah, fam, check it out.
Good job, huh? So thank you very much, Arnetta. And we can't
We'll hear Trump lie a little bit first.
provide opportunity for the next generation if we do not also have a thing called law and order. We need law and order. You know, Washington, D.C. is amazing. It was a crime capital. It was a horror show. A year ago, it was really dangerous, and now it's one of the safest cities anywhere in the country. And we're in Memphis, Tennessee now, where it's like a different world. In 4 months, we've made it safe. We're in Louisiana, as you know. We're in lots of other places, and we have the lowest crime numbers that we've had in many years. We have the lowest murder numbers in 125 years, since 1900. And that's despite the fact that a lot of people are here, but those people have been taken out. Lots of them have been taken out. That's why we stopped the invasion at the southern border. And just 1 year ago, and think of this, 1 year ago, we had the absolute worst border that we've ever had, and now we have the safest border that we've ever had. So it's going to be really something. 125 years ago, that's before my father was born. I had a wonderful father, but that was before. So we have, murders are down from 100.
His daddy was captured in a New York, I believe it was New York Post or New York Times, at a Klan rally, right in the middle of it. Anyway, but you know, by their standards, he was great.
25 years, we had the best numbers. When you think about it, that's pretty incredible. And those numbers are made up by Democrats. Can you believe it? They don't want to give me those numbers. They can add a couple of people here and there. But I've also deployed the National Guard to bring back safety to Memphis and to New Orleans and Washington. And the National Guard has been incredible, and people are safe. In the case of Washington, the restaurants were all closing up. People were getting really badly hurt and killed, frankly, many people killed. And now you can walk down the street and you have nothing to fear. We have one of the safest cities in the world, and it happened very fast, Bruce. One of those who knows the importance of this mission is Felicia Cook, a lifelong Washingtonian who tragically lost her grandson to violence in 2017. Felicia, we're so sorry, and you are a spectacular person. If you could say a few words, please. Thank you very much. Yes, come on in. Oh, yeah. Oh, help her up. We don't want any mistakes.
Family, let me just tell you, brace yourself for this, Manny. Brace yourself. This is going to remind you of the slaves back in the Gap, when there was always those who was very concerned about masses' well-being and who loved it massive, no matter how much he whooped them and sold their children and RAP'd them and everything. Like, they loved massa. This is one of them right here.
Come on in.
First of all,
Thank
can I have a hug?
Yes, you can. Thank you. Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you. I like her. Please.
I like him too. One thing I like about him, he keeps it real, just like Grandma. I appreciate that because I can trust him, because he tells exactly how he feels and what he thinks. Thank God for this president. I am filled, my cup runneth over, because he allowed his constituents, his people, to come to my house to interview me, to talk about the murder of my grandson. It seemed like nobody cared. I'm an advocate for murder. I marched, I rallied, I pulled out other families.
She don't know what the hell she's saying, fam. She said he's an advocate. She's an advocate for murder. You dummy, that means you approve of murder. That means that you are fighting for more murder, you fool. Yeah, but you know.
In the District of Columbia, they had murders and did not have answers. Ooh. We marched and we rallied, and nobody heard me, Democrats. Get mad at me. Until this Republican sent his constituents, his people out there to interview.
She don't even know what the hell constituents are. They're not his damn constituents. They're his staff. They're his employees.
Interview me in my home. Have you ever heard of a thing? Then they invited me twice before Congress to testify for the beautiful bill that's going to change crime in the district. If you kill somebody, okay, you take a life, you do life. Just that simple. If you do a harsh crime, you do harsh time. Just that simple. And then we need National Guard, and which we did years ago. He brought it on. I love him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about that racist stuff. And don't be looking at me on the news, hating on me because I'm standing up for somebody that deserves to be stand up for. Get off the man's back. Let him do his job. He's doing the right thing. Back up off of him. And Grandma said it.
He's doing the right thing. Ambassador, Master Bossa, Misa, Lord knows, Lord knows. Who raised her? Ain't no way somebody is looking at her saying, go grandma, go grandma. Ain't no way the people who birthed her said, I'm proud of that girl. Unless they was just like her. Good Lord. It is coconut season. Wait a minute. When does coconut season typically start? This is crazy, fam. Remember, Donald Trump is at the center of an international sex scandal involving underage little girls. Remember that. Every time you see him from this point on, you remember that he is at the center of the biggest sex scandal in the history of the United States. And he is trying to cover it up. He's trying to circumvent justice. He's trying to mitigate the damage by trying to deflect, avoid, ignore. Yeah. This dude, the president of the United States, who's sitting on 34 felonies, and he's in here. I think he's going to be on here a little bit later. Well, maybe not. But he was in this same at the same press conference of whatever it is. He was talking about being tough on crime. In fact, it was one of the other jigaboo coconuts who said something about how Trump is tough on crime. He damn sure is tough on crime. Damn, he can't stop committing it. Good Lord. Woo, man. That's all she came there for, fam, to touch Massa, get a hug and a kiss from Massa. That's the only reason. And she can die in peace now. I bet if she had a choice of meeting Jesus Christ and Donald Trump, she'll choose Donald Trump. And I'm not talking about saying that for you people out there that are non-believers. I'm talking about for the believers. You know, for the believers, ain't nobody they'd rather meet more than Jesus Christ himself. But for these coconuts, he is Jesus Christ. Look at him. That's all they come there for. They want to hear their name called. They want to hear their name. In fact, even if they don't hear their name called, the boy, if he could just look at them and like look in their direction He could be looking at 10, 20 people behind him. They're going to think he's looking directly at them. You knows he saw me today. Who, baby? Trump, President Trump. He looked at me. Oh, baby, that's good. That's good. I know how much you love his dirty draws. That's good. That's good. Good Lord. If it's like this now, fam, if we have these types now, imagine what it was like in the 1700s. Imagine what it was like in the 1600s. Ooh, man. Imagine what it was like in the 1800s. I know I said 1600, but 1600s, slavery started in the 1700s in the U.S. Well, actually, it was before that. So, I mean, I'm pretty much correct. They've always bowed down to them. They've always bowed down. They've always thought that they were more important. I don't even, ooh, man. How y'all think it started, fam? You know, where do you think it started at? You think it started at home, or, you know, did she watch 12 Years a Slave or something? And, you know, she said, Fam, remember, that was always on the plantation, those types who, no matter what Massa did to them, they loved Massa. They defended Massa at all costs. They loved Massa so much that they would harm their own people who was trying to actually save them. They'll go tell Massa about the revolt. They'll tell Massa that somebody said something about him. And they'll tell Massa, you better watch him. They would whoop and beat and actually kill their own people to satisfy Massa. Good Lord. Let us pray. Nah, we've done enough of that. No more talk.